Hi everyone and welcome back to a little bit of PoE. We are in Expedition League, of course, and I haven't played a lot. Like, I've played like 2 hours maybe since we've last seen us. Which is kind of strange, right? I did manage to get to level 85. We did level in a group of 3 people just to get like 4 levels in. And yeah, so we're on 4.5k life. We did invest in a new anoint, a new amulet as well. So actually we should be checking if we would like to craft something on this. I don't think we have anything that would actually benefit us. No, not really. So we will leave that be. I did invest into a Stygian because life is more important than energy shield at the moment. I have no clue what that was all about, this invite. I don't know. I stopped trading a while back. But yeah, so we still have our level 21 arc. As you see, the supports level 17, level 18, 17, 18. That's where we are right now, and I would like to see if we can sustain in a, let's say, a tier 12 that we... Yeah, like that. That's 50% quant. That should be okay, right? I hope that we will be okay. I definitely need to work on a couple of things on the build. The crit chance isn't where it should be. And yeah, so we will see how it goes, right? Cyrus DPS at the moment is roughly about 600-ish. Yeah, about 600k. Ow, that did hurt. And I should use the other flasks, actually. But yeah, as you can see, the clear is still fine. Still good, as expected. I love clearing with Arc. And yeah, it's lightning damage, which means it can be like unreliable at times, where you feel like, okay, you got the low roll like a couple of times, especially in boss fights. That's what you will see the most. Like, yeah, you get a couple of low rolls and you're just out of the round, I guess. That happens. It's okay though. Like, it's expected, right? I didn't expect this to be like the ultimate boss killer or the ultimate speed mapper or anything. What I use this build for mainly is clearing legions, and in legions it's actually doing incredibly well, as long as I am careful enough. So yeah, so far I do quite like Unleash, not gonna lie. It feels good that you are not getting locked into position. Yeah, it has its downsides, of course, as well. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I will go back to Spell Echo or not. I suspect not, actually. So yeah, the main thing I need to do with this build is get more crit and more cast speed. I need more cast speed, for sure. But I'm actually very happy with how it turned out so far. Alright, let's have a quick look. That seems amazing. Can we get both of those at once? Yes. That's awesome. So you have increased pack size as well as chance on logbooks. There we go. That sounds good. Do we have anything else with runic monsters up here? I don't believe we can get... That would be okay. Fully linked. That sounds good. Impulsors make that you are unaffected by shock, by the way. So normally I would not take stuff like that lightly, but with the impulsors, I'm pretty sure we will be able to sustain that since they cannot shock us. And yeah, the thing is with glancing blows, right? That is, you take damage all the time. Which is why I am using the Atziri's Promise, and I'm glad I did farm Atziri in the beginning of the league a little bit, just so I have a good rolled one on the side. That was a good decision. I mean, yeah, it's a 1C flask, right? But if you get it rolled well, and if you're planning to use it, I mean, everything you can farm yourself is always appreciated. By me, anyways. I like it. I really do. So, yeah, the chest shouldn't be very... Yeah, that's okay. Artillery's Promise, though, made it, so we have a very interesting... something very interesting going on with Desecrate, right? So, let's take a quick look at that. So, you deal chaos damage with the corpses, right? So, with that area of effect in chaos that you deal in combination with that series promise, that means that you can in fact heal up quite fast. And when it happens, you will see how much it can make a difference actually. So keep your eyes peeled. I really should go through the flasks a little bit more in depth, but I really haven't thought about it enough yet to a point where I can say, all right, I'm now really happy with the flask setup and this is how I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I'm just winging it right now, which is something I probably shouldn't do, but this boss can be extremely scary. I hope that I can survive at least a little bit. But yeah, his phases can be tricky. The ignites can happen and probably will happen, and if they happen, we are basically done for, because I don't think I can... I'm actually not sure if I did pick up a ignite removal flask. We'll have to check that at some point. We also have our Val Grace and Wall Haste. On our side there, you saw it. Those guys help out with cast speed and dodge, right? So we don't have much dodge, but that's okay. Yeah. But yeah, what happened? So I was planning on having this character on level 90 by now. At first, and then I realized that I have done a terrible mistake. A mistake that I really do a lot in PoE, and that is to get into a rhythm where I just play too much for my own good. And there was happening a little bit of lag, there were some stupid deaths, there's just so much stuff going on that I didn't like. In a single session of like 15 minutes, I was really struggling to find motivation to play again. So that's what happened. This is why this character is currently level 85 instead of level 90. Level 90 would give us actually... That's good. Less or chance to avoid interruptions, which is nice. It would give us a little bit of lightning damage and cast speed, which will be incredibly helpful. So that's like what? That's 4 skill points, right? So we still would have had 1 more to go, or like 2 more if you go to level 91, and I'm seriously eyeballing these things right here for more cast speed. But yeah, we have invested into the character a little bit, don't get me wrong. And I think it's time that we do... Oh, I'm already here. Whoops. And I think it's time that we talk about the equipment that I use for now and why I chose to use it. So, let's start. The Impulsas, obvious one. It dropped for me as X-linked it. You guys know the deal, right? The Katarina helmet. Why is that so useful for me? Well, it allows me to have Wrath, Herald of Thunder, and Zealotry at the same time. Normally you would need an Enlighten if you want to run all those, but with this helmet you can run them, because as you can see, 20% reduced reservation. You get a +1 to level of socket the gems on top of that, which is very nice. We do gain the focus buff, which I currently just use for instant casting Portal. That's really it. I'm not kidding you. That's really what I do with this. So we might have to start investigating more stuff. But yeah, I mean, this helmet saves us a couple of skill points. 1, 2, 3, 4, actually. So, yeah, it's why we are casting with our energy shield here and can reserve all mana, right? So that's a build enabler as well. And I was like, I want to use this. I think it's a very cool item. I have used it in the past. So I was like, okay, I will just do it. I will just take a quick look at it. The next thing we use is Light of Lunaris. This shield gives us 1% to crit strike multiplier per 1% chance to block attack damage. Really, really nice. Also, the 25% to crit strike multi if you've dealt a non-crit recently. That helps as well. It adds cold damage to spells. That is not too important or too much important for us. That's okay. Right. And you have a little bit of increased crit strike chance for spells on this. That could go up to 80. I was like 78. That's fine. We take it. The chance to block could go higher as well. You could really min-max this if you want to for not too much currency. But I thought, that's okay. And the last unique I use in this build at current is a singularity for the cast speed, the added lightning, a bit of elemental damage, which is not much. Reduced mana cost, it's not too bad for us, so yeah, nearby enemies are hindered. That's quite cool. Actually, that's quite cool. You slow them down with 25% reduced movement speed on them, and you gain increased damage with hits and ailments against hindered enemies, which is really, really nice. Next thing we did was, as I said, upgraded to Stygian Wise, 90 life. The rest I needed to fill it up. Honestly, just threw a couple of chaos at that. I wasn't really min-maxing this. What I did do a whole bunch of research though is a Hypnotic Eye Jewel. I wanted chance to gain phasing. I was debating between Onslaught and phasing. Onslaught would be really helpful for cost speed, obviously. But phasing really helps with navigating through mobs, right? We have a little bit of added spell lightning damage while holding a shield, which we do. 40 max life, awesome. A little bit flat added lightning damage to spells. Works for me. It might not be the optimum thing to do, but I actually do enjoy it, and I think it worked out very well so far. We have a couple of fingerless silk gloves. Those ones I just blessed up to 16% spell damage. Threw a couple of essences on there, ended up with like 54 dex. We have attack speed instead of cast speed on here, which is a bummer. 36 lightning res and 70 life that I crafted on there. So that would be an easy upgrade to get, right? A better pair of gloves. The boots definitely need to go. I use those for the dex, and yeah, 25% movement speed. It's nice, it works at the moment, but this will not hold up to tier 14s, I can guarantee you that. Yeah, so next upgrade was actually this Amulet, 88 life, the cold rest that I was lacking, cast speed on there, increased global crit strike chance on there, and we anointed, this time around, Arcane Potency. So increased crit strike chance, as well as crit strike multi for spells. So that's helpful. That's really, really helpful. We might need to think about these nodes here and how long they will be good for us. Because, yeah, I also need to get better jewels. This one is okay for now. This one gives us crit multi, but nothing else. So that needs to go as fast as we can. This one, yeah, we have life. Yeah, we have increased crit strike chance, but that needs to go as well. We need to upgrade those for sure. And we might look into a Thread of Hope in this position here to get these two nodes out of the Thread of Hope, and maybe something along the lines of, I don't know, let's see, Arcane Guarding would be incredibly nice to get. I need to check the radius of the Thread of Hope if I can make this, or if I can make this work. It would be very awesome. I might need to invest more into like power charges, or what we can do as well is invest into cluster jewels. We have a good spot right up here maybe, or even here with the LE damage nodes in front of it. That could work as well. So yeah, I have a lot of thinking to do about this character. And yeah, the rest of the gear, this ring, I was an essence craft as well, I think. It dropped and then I threw a couple of essences on it. Max life, max mana, which doesn't bother us. Double res, increased spell damage, and int. It's fairly nice, honestly. I like this ring a lot. And this was something I bought recently. We have a diamond ring, so we have the increased crit strike chance as an implicit. And I think we should... I mean, it's the lowest roll possible right now, so... Let's see. 23, 22, 30. Now it's maxed out. Awesome. And we crafted 12% damage on there, because why not? I don't think I have anything else at the moment. But as you can see, a little bit of life, double res, and reduced effect of curses on me. Why not, right? So, yeah, that was in the last couple of investments that I have made. So, going forward, gloves and boots need to be cycled out. Flask setup needs to be better. Oh, I have a burning flask. That's good to see. All right. I wasn't sure. Yeah. So, I don't know about the sulfur flask here. We will see if we keep that or not. I was just testing stuff out. And, yeah. Completion is on 143. That's very, very nice. We have spawned Baron Influence again before I decided to go with this build, right? Yeah, so I did lose a little bit of motivation, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, I can't play at the moment. I need to play something else. So I did. I played something else, and I'm not sure if I should talk about that other game on my channel, because it's been a while since we talked about this other game. But yeah, in case you're curious, let me know, and we can do a quick video about that. For now, I will take it slower again. I really just want to stay back a little bit. I don't want to get into this rhythm again where I just play for too long, where I get not like, yeah, just a little bit of either frustrated or bored with what I am able to do at the moment with this build. So yeah, taking it slow, making sure that I have fun while playing, and that will be the plan for next week. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and as always, take care. Bye.